Wilson, good afternoon to you. Great to have you on the show. What are the key takeaways from the opening remarks by the heads of state and government at the IATF conference?
Yes, thank you so much, Rotus. If there is one particular statement that is ringing out among other seven excellencies who spoke here, presidents of about 7 different countries, including the host country, South Africa, and that has to do with building together. And that's actually the theme of this particular trade fair conference here in Durban, South Africa. The need to build together as one, the need to share infrastructure, the need to make policies as one. The President of South Africa, His Excellency Cyril Ramaphosa, just finished his a welcoming address, very, very rich in content in terms of how African policymakers and heads of government now need to make policies, build infrastructure, not just for their own countries, but also together for the benefit of the continent as a whole. And that is the spirit of intra-Africa trade. Very important that Africa, according to President Ramaphosa, have had centuries of what you call intra-Africa trade for years, but that was destroyed, according to him, by colonialism and the incursion of foreign countries into the continent. Now there's a need to build that bridge back in which Africa will have to trade amongst each other moving forward. And of course, as you alluded earlier, President Buhari, now one important part of what Nigerian President spoke about is that this is no time to just talk, but this is the time to walk the talk. That's one key point from what President Buhari said earlier, that this is the time now, there's no time to waste. This is the time for Africa to put their words into action in building the necessary structures, whether it's infrastructure, in terms of logistics, to make sure that the intra-Africa trade work. We also heard from Wamkele Mene, who of course is the Executive Secretary in Accra, Ghana of the AFCFTA. He also brought everyone up to speed on what has been done over the last 1 year and what more needs to be done. President Ramaphosa says there's a need to conclude the other parts of the AFCFTA and make it to fast-track Africa's industrialization. So another point, Rotus, is that industrialization and manufacturing is becoming the main talk of this particular conference and trade fair, not just becoming Africa being a transitory continent for goods that are finished in Europe, in Asia, in other parts of the world, but to make sure that Africa itself become a hub for industrial manufacturing. So we need all of that. Now, the man who is in charge of the Nigeria Export Promotion Council in Nigeria, the NEPC, Mr. Olusegun Awolowo, is live here and is waiting here to welcome Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari himself to the Nigerian Pavilion, where we're doing this live shot to you. Mr. Olusegun Awolowo is here with me for a few questions. He's the one who is leading this particular delegations of Nigerians who are here doing exhibitions. And from what Mr. President, thank you so much, Mr. Awolowo.
Nice
from what Mr. President says is for the first time, all Nigerian exhibitors are brought together under one single umbrella. That's quite unique. I was there in Egypt in 2018.
Okay.
This looks very, very different. Nigeria putting together a single common front for Africa, for Nigeria at this particular conference.
Well, thank you. Nice to see you. I didn't see you in Cairo.
I
That's strange.
I was there in 2018.
Okay. Yes, we're excited about this because really this is the first fair after countries signed, and some countries have ratified the African Continental Area Agreement. So this is really the first fair after that, and that's why the importance is on it. We're here, like you said, in one umbrella, all Nigeria, and on my left you have the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria bringing the heavy hitters to the African continent, and then we have together with Nexim, Bank of Industry, BOI, Smedan, and NITDA, and Nigerian Automotive Council. So we're all here together showcasing our medium and SMEs and MSMEs, showcasing them to Africa. Look, I've always said, you see, everything Africa needs is in Africa. And I say it boldly because this is what I've seen in my years as NEPC ED, going around the world and looking at it. But the problem is that Africa does not trade with Africa. Intra-Africa trade is the lowest of the continental trade blocks in the world. So African leaders, I'm so happy they took this very bold initiative that, look, let's have a free trade agreement. And it's the largest in the world. It's the biggest the world has ever seen. 1.3 billion people. We're looking at estimates of some $3 trillion in GDP. And so it's really amazing. So we have to work at it for us to trade and start buying from each other. And if we do that, look, we create growth, we solve unemployment, and we create wealth for our people.
Now, one of the points, Mr. Awolowo, that is resonating from what the various presidents have said in the conference hall is that Africa must now build together as one. So it's not just about Nigerian companies, but doing business. We have a few Nigerian companies, including banks, doing business outside the Nigerian shores. How much more of the MSMEs in Nigeria would you like to see? Would you like the NEPC to see doing business beyond Nigerian four corners?
We're already seeing that. Just last month, I launched the market to sell product, which is moving our companies on Amazon so they can sell. So we're doing many of those. Our young creative entrepreneurs, they're not waiting for government. You know, they're already selling on Instagram, selling on social media, selling on Facebook. They're doing their things. We got some in a partnership with, not the other one, not DHL, UPS, offering our Nigerian SMEs, women-owned businesses, half price to move their goods all across the world. And also giving them space in their various warehouses all over the world. So many of those things are happening. Yeah, but I say, for us, Nigeria, to thrive in the African continental free trade area, we need to produce more. We need to scale up productivity. And that is the only way. We are meeting standards. We are also helping many companies with certifications. FDA certifications, EcoCert certifications, so they can market their goods freely and seamlessly in the continent and to the rest of the world. So, look, the economy must just be export-led, export-driven, and that's the only way Nigeria can survive.
Thank you so much. One of the great things we'll have here also is the Nollywood we'll be showcasing here before the weekend. We've got a week long of activities for you as ahead.
On Thursday, we have the Nigerian Day, and we have so many surprises coming in.
Surprises.
Good Nigerian food.
Nigerian delicacies as well. And that's from the NEPC Chief Executive Olusegun Awolowo. Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari will be here in the next couple of minutes, Rotus, to speak and inspect the Nigeria's pavilion. As I said earlier, it's one single stop shop for Nigeria. And as you can, if you just pan a little bit, to see to my left, you find a couple of Nigerian delegates who are waiting, quite a number of them who are government officials, private sector in the main, who are exhibiting NEXIM, which is the Nigeria Export-Import Bank. A couple of them are also into light manufacturing, as you heard from Sheikh Awolowo earlier. That's Global Smart Fit there, which is into footwear manufacturer. They're making local boots and footwear for Nigerians. Then you find a few other agencies like Smeden and others. Then also very quickly, Rotus, if you give me just a minute as well, to look at, to my right, you find quite a few other Nigerian industrial MSMEs that are in Polyguard Investment Nigeria. You have a few who are producing agro-allied products that are for both beverages and non-beverages. You have a syrup and those who are doing a whole lot of others. One very unique thing about this particular exhibition and trade and investment forum is that Nigeria is coming through under a single umbrella, and as you can see here, let me just to wrap it up, it is called Discover Nigeria. So if you come here for the week-long Intra-Africa trade for 2021, you will be able to discover Nigeria. Back to you in Lagos, Rotus.
Fantastic stuff. Bosun Omofaya, Arise, a business correspondent, host of Arise Exchange, live in Durban, South Africa, the Intra-Africa trade. Thank you so much, Bosun.